Be sure you come over to the silent auction. You won't find Fog over there, though. He's right here with all of you. Yes, I'm talking about you too. What do you do when fog's a-hauntin'? What do you do when fog's a-hauntin'? A-hauntin', a-hauntin'. What do? I go the other way, or start in singing. You would too, if you'd been out at San Francisco Bay at 5:12 in the morning, April 18th, 1906, when my captain and Fog had the battle of the century that started the San Francisco earthquake and fire. You're shaking your heads. Is it my fine figure or my one eye staring at you? You don't think an old gal like me could know anything about earthquakes? Well, I'm here to tell you the whole truth. I'm the last eyewitness, the last one that saw how fight for control of the bay could lead to the San Francisco earthquake and fire. So I'm going to tell you all about it. Now you stay there. Watch out for Fog. Let me give you a little background information. When my captain was a boy, he'd be out there watching his father on their fishing boat sailing on San Francisco Bay. Oh, you may not know, San Francisco Bay is not the place you just go play in the water and lay down on white sandy beaches. Oh no, bone chilling. In fact, today you see someone in the water, they're wearing a wetsuit. You don't go in that water. And the waves, oh, they reach up and there's an undertow. And that undertow tows all kinds of things, especially little fishing boats, and sometimes bigger vessels too. And if that undertow could get you, it would wrap you around the jagged rocks. And if Fog was anywhere close, he'd take his shadow skin and wrap it around your boat and send you down, down to your watery grave. That's what happened to my captain's father. He vowed there and then, when he grew up, he would do something about that fog. He'd protect San Francisco Bay. That's what he did. He grew up to become captain of the flagship, protecting all of San Francisco Bay. I'm Ruby May, his second in command. I'm watching for Fog, just in case he's coming around. Oh, we had a mighty fine ship. Up there on the bridge, the captain would be watching, anything I didn't see. He'd be up there shouting commands. Oh, but he was a fair and good man. And the crew, they'd be down there on the deck. They had a lot of hard work to do. So they started singing sea shanties to make the time go easier. And they'd go, way, hey, pull that riggin'. And when they were doing that, I was out watching. Now one day, Fog was leaving. He's not usually leaving, he's usually coming. And this time, he was over there, and there was this giant bird called a banshee with a sharp beak and long talons, and they'd ow! And Fog would see those birds' talons, and they'd go after him, trying to get his shadow skin because they like to eat it. Now, he heard their howls, so what do you figure Fog did? He left. He was over there, and I was watching. And I told the crew, and they decided they'd start singing fog shanties. Maybe they'd get him to leave. So it would be a way, hey, sailors singing, way, hey, water rising, way, hey, fog a prowling early in the morning. Now on this day, it was so early, the sun wasn't even up. Now, the moon and stars were out, but there were some dark gray clouds covering them up. You couldn't even see a warm glow on the bay. Fog seemed to be a little farther away. We were watching. Crew was working. Captain was pacing. I felt like I had something standing my hair up right on the back of my neck. I felt clammy, sort of sour-like, but you don't know where the sour's coming from. And right about then, the water, it started bubbling and bubbling, and from under the waves it went, revenge, and a bony arm reached up, revenge. My captain watched as his father's bony arm sunk down to his watery grave. Revenge! I'll avenge you, Father. I'll get rid of Fog. Now that revenge is my mean stuff. It got into the captain's gut, and a fire started boiling, bubbling up. Oh, it made him so hot. Fog, he thought something was up, so he began moving in. And the crew, they started in singing. Way, hey, bones a-wailing, way, hey, Captain boiling, way, hey, fog's a-trapping early in the morning. Right about then, all that fire in the captain shot through his arm, and a fireball was ready to break through those clouds so that they could see out on the bay. But then Fog moved in, and he swept over to that cloud, and he pulled all the salt out of the cloud and started throwing pellets of fog down on the crew. The captain said, "You're not going to hurt my family on this ship or elsewhere. Fog, leave." Fog, he'd have nothing of it. And he took that salt, and he puffed himself out, and he puffed himself out until his shadow skin was so large he was going to drop down on the crew and send them to their... No, the captain wouldn't have it. He went for the cannon on the ship, loaded it with a giant ball, and shot it right through the middle of Fog. Fog started shooting shadow skin pieces everywhere. The banshees howling and scratching and eating, and Fog's just going, ah! The crew was singing. Way, hey, Captain shooting, way, hey, Fog's exploding, way, hey, banshees howling early in the morning. Fog was nowhere to be seen. Captain walked over and picked a rock, a cold, hard rock off the deck. All that was left of fog, where his heart should have been. Fog, I banish you from San Francisco Bay, never to return. I'm going to throw you to the ends of the earth. And that's what he did. We all thought the captain was in control of the bay, but no. You know that cannonball? It fell through the water, down to the floor of the bay, and into the earth's core. And it started cracking and cracking and spreading and spreading up to the shore and over the hills, houses smashing, trees collapsing, fires burning, the city by the bay. What would have happened? Right about then, the crew started singing. Way, hey, earth's a-crackin', way, hey, fires burning, way, hey, cities falling early in the morning. It was 5:12 in the morning, April 18th, 1906. The San Francisco earthquake and fire had begun, all for control of the San Francisco Bay. The captain and the crew and I, we survived. We continued to run the flagship. I kept a watch. Never know if fog's gonna come back. But that was a long time ago. They've passed. But Ruby May, I'm still here. Last eyewitness, I told you so. I told you the whole truth. Well, maybe one little thing I didn't say. I'm the figurehead, Ruby May, on the front of the flagship, watching for fog. What are you gonna do when fog's a haunting?